Alright, back again, Luke here. And as you can see in front of you, this is that old Game Boy Color that I wound up repairing about a year or so ago. This one didn't have a working speaker in it, didn't turn on, the buttons didn't work, it was really nasty, and I got it working again. But the main reason why I pulled this thing out is because I was going through some of my boxes that I have in my room, and the main reason why I haven't been able to make any videos is because I have so much stuff that I'm still going through that I can't get inside the game room. But I was going through some different boxes trying to square things away and get everything put up where I needed to, and I came across a box of things that I hadn't gotten around to yet as far as cleaning and stuff goes, and I came across these guys. Ta-da! These are two pocket cameras that were released for the Game Boy, 1998. And these two cameras here, when I first got them, these things were pretty nasty. They still are. I need to clean these up, but they're in really rough shape. But I took them apart to clean the contacts on them just to see if they work. And one thing you'll notice on the inside here is they do have a little coin cell battery. And what's interesting about these is it saves pictures. So it'll keep pictures on it from whenever the last picture was taken or until the whole card gets filled out. And these batteries will still hold a charge, and they still are holding a charge, at least in these two. So figured we could take a look at the pocket camera and see what kind of strange pictures are on there. It's probably nothing really too risque or anything, but yeah, it's something fun to look at nonetheless. These pocket cameras also came with a printer, well, the printer that you could buy separately, and you would just run the link cable from the Game Boy Pocket or the Game Boy Color to the printer, and the little printer ran on 4 batteries, and I have a couple of those that still need to be cleaned up as well. And you would take the picture, and then there was different options. You could print, or you could mess around with it, put a little border around it, etc. And the little printer had paper in it. But these are a couple of working ones, and I figured we could take a look at these here, and you can see what's on these. They don't necessarily fire on the first time though, so I'm going to have to probably go back over it. As you can see here, this one has some glitched out graphics, so we'll try and clean this one a little bit more. Have my trusty little cotton swab here. Let's try that, see if that works any better. Yay! That's a little bit better. So this thing has some really funky music and a really strange intro for those of you who haven't seen this before. Nintendo was really skimping on the music for this. Really seemed like they were like, oh, let's just put in a bunch of random sounds. But some dude or somebody in a Mario suit doing some funky dancing to some what sounds like a battery low beeping sound. But anyway, pressing the A button here, you'll see that there's a couple of options. This one says Toru, which is to take a photo. This one here is Miru, which is to see or look at a photo. And the bottom one is Asobu, which means to play. And if we press this one here, it's kind of like a little mini game, like Space Invaders. It says, okay, BGM. Okay. Let's see. I've never seen this one here. This is somebody else's face. I didn't play this one before. But, okay. Wow. Is that, kind of looks like Katori Shingo, doesn't it? For those of you who know some of the Japanese, like, famous musicians, this kind of looks like one of the singers to SMAP. But, yeah. Let's see. This is really funny. Normally you can put your face down here, but somebody else's. Actually, it's working out really well. But just figured we could take a look at this kind of strange stuff here. I have absolutely no clue what is going to happen in this video. You can just let these fall down. Crush. but kind of funny stuff. Let's back out of here. If we go up to look, we can see what pictures have been taken on this before. And sometimes you'll see it'll say like just blank sheets. But even the blank sheets sometimes have something on them. Let's see. A4, you just can't see anything on this. Maybe the was it the contrast was all the way up or something like that? Let's see, maybe. Let's see. Up at the top here, this one says print. So, and down at the bottom it says kesu, which is to erase, and then there's paint on the left, or a stamp, and on the right here is frame or comment. So, put comments on them. It's really weird. I don't know, there's something here, but you can't see it. If we go to take a picture, though, I think you'll be able to see a couple of the pictures that are on here. This is kind of funny because this is like an RPG kind of point-and-click adventure too. It says Toru, which is to take, item. This is Mahou, which is your magic. Then there's check or Nigeru, which is kind of funny because with each one of these it has like a different option. Let me see here. This is for the film, so if there's, you can check each one of the slides. Obviously there doesn't appear to be anything on here. If we try the Toru function, which is to take, on the right side you can adjust your, what is this, Akarusa? This is your brightness, and then at the bottom is your contrast, so you can change that up and down. And, oh geez, wow, that's freaky. What is that? That's scary. That's kind of surprising. There's a lot of freaky pictures on this. Wow. And it's like some kind of zombie stuff. Is it the same? Wow, looks like the pictures are changing here quite a bit. That's pretty scary as well. Okay, well that's that. Yeah. Well, nonetheless, it looks like there are some pictures on here that are just beyond weird. So, for this one here, let's just maybe jump out of this one. Oh, let's check. Oh, that one's for the camera. You can change around the... You're now crossing the equator. Jumbo! Nintendo. And picture of Africa. That's cool. So, let's turn this one off here, because it's got some strange music. And we'll pop in the other one and see what's on this. Hopefully this isn't too boring. I'm just randomly doing stuff here. Figured we could take a look at some fun, strange pictures on the old pocket camera. This one started up much quicker, but still, same sounds. And let's see what we got on this one. And we have a happy kid at one point in time who was just loving the old camera. You can see all the Pokemon characters on there. Big fan of Pokemon, it looks like. Interesting. But yeah, you can also take pictures as long as everything is... as long as there is enough space. So we'll try and erase a couple of these and see what we can do. It just says, are you sure you want to erase it? And that one says Aki, which means it's empty. And what's interesting about the camera on the top here is you can revolve it around and you can turn it in back. And let's go back here and try to take a couple pictures. Alright, let's see. What should we do? Here's my trusty Star Fox. Maybe we can take a look at that. It actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, it is extremely pixelated, but you can tell there's a big difference between the clarity once you get the light on it. Difference of light versus like shadow that you have here. You can actually get something decent. Alright, that looks okay. This is our take. Okay, we already took one picture. Just randomness here, guys. But nonetheless, just wanted to show you guys a little bit of a look at the Game Boy camera, or the Pocket camera here. And it's an interesting little monster. It's an interesting little toy. And it definitely was popular back in the day, but still, these ones here are holding up, and they seem to be working out okay. They still have some funny pictures in them. I'll have to go through and erase all of them, but nonetheless, just a little bit of a look at this here, and yeah, that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching. So, we got anything else? You can put in Seiken Densetsu 2. Or Secret of Mana here. Alright, that one's really bad, but... So yeah, thanks again, guys. We'll talk to you soon.